Welcome back to Still Whiskey. I'm Devin.
I'm Vince.
And I'm Rich.
And today we're reviewing 1792 12 year. Let's go.
Let's go. Get it. That was aggressive.
All right. So 1792 12 year.
A little gray color on this guy.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for this. You know, another one of those bottles that's been sitting on my shelf, and because of Still Whiskey, we're gonna open it.
Didn't we do it 1792
We
recently?
got the
What was that?
small batch on the best under 40.
I think we all liked it. I think we were all like, this is a great bottle.
Yeah, 1792, like the single barrel, like was one of my early favorites.
Yep.
Like you got me that for our house when we bought our house, and it was a great bottle. Haven't been able to find it since.
If you haven't seen that episode, go check it out.
Yeah. So we got this bottle. Figured see what this 12 year tastes like. I think we have a couple other 12 years. Knob Creek being one of them, things like that. But we'll see how this one goes.
It's like one of those mirrors that plays tricks with you.
Yeah. No, their toppers like are on point. Like it's not like real like, you know, heavy, but it looks good.
What have we heard about this though? Good? Not good?
I think it's I don't know if it's a yearly release or so there may be different batches.
Okay.
But it's highly sought after. Like I've seen like, you know, secondary prices, things like that. Like people are trying to get it.
What is this retail?
Retail, you're right around $50.
Okay, so not terrible.
Yeah, so
Not
that
terrible.
was obviously the Utah price. And I was able to pick up a couple bottles of it. So it's just one of the ones, like if you're wanting to collect the whole line of 1792, because they do color their bands different for every single one.
That's right.
It's one to add to the shelf.
I've
And
got a bunch of them.
yeah.
But $50 for a bourbon that's 12 years old.
That's great.
I think that's pretty great, right?
Yeah.
All right. Whew.
Okay.
A little bit of an ethanol punch. What proof is in this?
96.
96.
96.6. Whew. All right.
So I think it's
off a little higher proof on that.
Yeah, I think it's considered a higher rye bourbon.
Okay.
With the mash bill. So some people may like that, some people may not.
Pretty sweet on the nose.
Yeah.
Higher ethanol than I would have expected for a 96. If you told me that was 104, I'd have believed you.
See, I don't get any of that unless I shove my nose in there.
Well, that's how you do it.
I mean, I don't know if you start there.
That's how I did it. You're like, yep.
All right.
Oh.
It's dry.
Oh, wow, it's dry. Yeah.
It's really dry.
That's it.
It's as
age.
it's as oaky as I expected.
Yeah.
Not in the best way, if I'm honest. It's very drying, but it's also a little bit peanut brittle. That is.
I wouldn't say.
That is not as good as the.
I wouldn't say it's
small batch.
super sweet.
Oh no! I mean, it's like
No, on the nose it's sweeter.
Yeah.
On the nose it's
It definitely is a nutty, dry rye.
I'm getting like that peanut brittle. You know the stuff like you might get at Christmas and you just break it into pieces that are shards. Right?
Yeah, but that typically
like
is
that.
really like sweet candy-ish. And this is
True.
I don't know. I like it.
Toffee-ish.
Do you like it?
How would you compare that to the small batch though?
I don't think you can compare it to small batch. Like, I think the closest you're gonna get this compared to would be the single barrel, which I haven't had in a bit. The yellow,
Yellow one? Isn't that Bottle and Bond? It is.
black one? No,
Full proof.
I don't think you have it. Yeah, we haven't seen the single barrel in a while.
Sweet wheat.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't seen the single barrel in a while.
Single barrel's the one I don't have.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. I like this. I've always been a fan of 1792. Like that was one that I kind of got into because of the single barrel you got me. Small batch, like, you know, it's a cool looking bottle.
Sure.
I don't know, for 12 years, like, I wouldn't be, like, we have, like, other 12 years to try. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't really a fan of the Knob Creek 12. This one, it's not overly oaky. It is oaky to me, but it's not overly.
I think it's more drying than I expected. I think it's a little nutty, a little toffee. Again, comes off at a higher proof than I think it is, which is kind of strange because 1792 in my head doesn't do that.
Yeah,
Maybe
see,
that's just me.
and I don't get that. Like,
Really?
I get on the nose, you can kind of feel it, but like when I take it, like that's an easy 96 drink
Really?
right there.
I don't.
What do you think?
I think it's really dry. It's very dry.
It's not as complex as some of the other ones I've had.
Right. I like it. It's not my favorite mash bill. I like it.
Well, the mash bill is gonna be the same between all the 1792s.
It's just, I guess it's not my favorite, like,
The age is what's gonna change a lot of it for you, and so, you know, and it's tough. Like you get into there's some that can. It's weird. After 10 years, something really changes for bourbon because we see a lot of 10 years where we're like, this is great. Like 10 year fits great.
That's true. That's
but then it gets above that. Like even with like the Knob Creek 12, like we've had the Weller 12.
Some
like,
people really struggle to do it.
Yeah.
Right? They overage it, and then you're like,
Yeah.
it just tastes like
I will say,
dank wood.
yeah, this one doesn't taste like that.
No.
It doesn't taste like that. Like it has got the dryingness, which I think, you know, we call like the tannin, like feel like it's pulling more
Stringent.
of the oak out. Yeah, the stringent. But then there are some like, you know, with the old fits, like that just does it different. They somehow do it different on getting those.
is that the 10?
This is the
that's the 17.
Oh, the 17.
Let's see that one. Way less ethanol.
Yeah.
Again, we're comparing apples and oranges
Yeah.
a little bit here,
And price.
and also for sure price.
So like, you know, there's, you know, if they're batching this out, like it's just taking 12 years and it's going through it. But it's at $50. Like I mean,
Yeah,
12 year at
$50.
$50. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
for
this
sure.
is not $50.
Yeah. And so for me, like it's not like I don't mind it at all. I actually like it. Like, you know, it's a higher age one, so it's a little bit different. Even if it's a little bit drying, it's a different experience you're gonna get off drinking the bourbon.
You finish it, and then there's just oak in the glass. Tons of oak in the glass. Yeah, little nutty, little toasted kind of oak. Very, very drying on the mouth.
If you like that overall bourbon experience, which brings in more of the oak,
Sure.
this is going to give you that for a long time at the end. The finish, you get a lot of that.
The finish lasts a while.
And
I'll say that.
and I think that's where a lot of the people that have been having bourbon for a while that just want that like this is that like not nostalgic, but just very like brings you back to like this is bourbon thing, and you're getting that
Sure.
oak at the end. It's almost like what I think peated whiskey like scotches will get you is like that. You're getting that feel of like this is I'm just feeling this. And I like that different. It can be appeasing to people, and I like it. So
I'm gonna give it a B minus.
okay.
Oh wow, you're already there. I also think the 1792 is like a mainstay. It's like a staple.
Yes.
Like if you don't have a 1792 product on your shelf,
What are you doing?
you need to do it. You just got to do it. Is this the one that I would choose? No, I would actually encourage someone to start with a small batch because it's available everywhere.
Yep.
It's very, very affordable, and frankly, it's very, very good.
Yeah.
It's also a very good approachable bourbon for someone that's new to bourbon.
Yep.
This, on the other hand, might not be everyone's kind of cup of tea.
Yeah.
And so for me, I'm going to go with a C+.
Wow.
Yep.
So-
because of how drying it is, it's just not my personal favorite.
I'm gonna go with I'm just gonna go B for me.
Okay.
Like it fits what I like because you get through. There's times where you have lots of the sweet bourbons, you have a lot of different things, and this is just kind of refreshing. That not only is it 1792, which has a flavor, it sticks with the same flavor profile, right? Like it is 1792, but you get a little bit more of that age that comes with it. Is it my favorite of the? Favorite of those? So of the 1792s, not my favorite one. I'd say single barrel is still my favorite one that I've had.
I've never had that.
Yeah, I would love, if we can get a single barrel, it would be cool to be able to test all these together or taste them all together.
Be fun.
But I think it would be fun to do a blind. I mean, we've got foolproof, we've got 12 year, we've got bottled and bond, sweet wheat.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them. We need the high port and a single barrel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Is it
I
high
think
Port, yeah, something like that.
for me, a B is easy because, you know, it's a 12 year that tastes good.
I have this bottle, and I bought this bottle. Why? Because I like having the lineup.
Yeah.
I like having the lineup and being able to do it. Let's compare this one and that one, or this one and that one. And I enjoy being able to do that.
There's not many 12 years, so it's good to get.
That's true
options,
also.
Yeah.
But for me, I still think that there are better 10 years, there are better 12
Oh, yeah.
years than this. I think this is just not my personal favorite of the 1792 lineup.
Yeah.
I would buy it again for that same reason.
Yep.
I just wouldn't buy it again after that.
I think it's worth looking at the 12 years we have and doing a comparison eventually, because I think it feels like it might be in line more than maybe we're remembering.
Or,
right?
we could do a blind.
Yeah.
Like a 1792 blind lineup.
I like it.
Let us know what you think if you think that that's something we should do. Drop it in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. If you enjoy what you're seeing, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Still whiskey.
Yep. We love you.
Don't miss out. We'll see you.